Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Masons on the Move. We are so glad you are here. Today, we're taking you along on a quick overnight trip to one of our favorite cities, Savannah, Georgia. We booked a night at the stunning Thompson Savannah using our American Express Platinum Fine Hotels and Resorts credit, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. Stick around because we've got a beautiful hotel, some thrifting, good food, and a whole lot of exploring. So one of the best perks of booking through fine hotels and resorts with the Amex Platinum is all the extras you get. At check-in, they handed us a welcome letter outlining our benefits, $100 property credit, two $30 breakfast credits, plus the option for early check-in and late checkout. They even offered us a complimentary welcome beverage. And Mike, of course, went straight to grab the beer. And then we headed up to our room. Okay, can we talk about this bathroom for a second? It was so clean and modern, and the shower was nice. The entire room was adorable and had such a great vibe. They even had this cute Savannah coffee table book just sitting out. Such a thoughtful little touch that really tied into the whole Savannah experience. After we settled in, we headed out to explore. The Thompson is right on the river, which made it so easy to just walk out and get into the city vibe. Here are my girls, Morgan and Marlon, doing what they do best, being adorable. Okay, so I've been wanting to visit this Goodwill for a while. It's called The Vault, and it's a brand new Goodwill concept right there in Savannah. Think about like hand selected fashion, unique finds, elevated thrifting, all while supporting job training and community programs in Georgia. I was so excited. And the store itself is massive. There were bridal gowns and tons of clothing, really a huge selection. Anything that you could want, you could find. There was a full housewares and toy section. And honestly, I could spend hours in a place like this. We also looked through some of the electronics that was there, and uh, it was quite a big inventory of different items, some board games and things like that. I mean, overall, it was a really big and well organized store. And I love that Goodwill is thinking outside the box with concepts like this. I will say I went in expecting a little more high end or curated inventory based on the elevated thrifting branding, but it's still a really cool concept and worth a visit. It's on a busy street. We walked there, but there was plenty of parking too. Since Savannah is such a walkable city, we just kept walking. We stopped at a Starbucks inside a nearby Kroger. We grabbed some drinks and cake pops for the girls. And of course, cake pops are always a hit. The girls wanted to try some different drinks. More than got a smoothie, and Marley got a dragon fruit tea. And we kept walking towards the dinner spot. And so I love a city where you can kind of just stroll with your coffee and not have a care in the world. And this is so cute. The barista wrote smile on my cup. I had a brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso, and Marley was loving her dragon fruit tea. Okay, and then I had to stop on this street because these trees were so massive and beautiful, draped over everything. This is why people fall in love with the city. You just cannot walk past that and not stop. It's absolutely stunning. We'd been walking for a little bit, but honestly, when the scenery looks like this, you don't even mind. So Savannah really does have that magic to it. Every block is like a postcard. And we arrived at Fire Street Food. We had great things about this place and we're ready to eat. The prices were really good, especially for downtown Savannah. And so that was really important. The food here looks and tastes incredible. We had chicken soup, sushi, and it did not disappoint. We got some chicken wings because, we eat chicken wings. And then we had some shrimps and noodles. Everything was just absolutely delicious, and the variety on the menu was real. Fire Street Food really lived up to the name. Highly recommend if you're in Savannah. And here's a little travel tip for you. If you have the Amex Platinum or an eligible Amex card, check your Resy dining credit. We used our $100 Resy credit towards this meal. So dinner for two, great food, great location, almost on the house. After we got back to the hotel, we weren't quite ready to call it a night, so we popped in a Bar Julian, the rooftop bar at the hotel, and it was such a great decision. The menu was solid, great cocktail selection, nice options. We grabbed a drink and just took it all in. Look at us, just living our best lives, enjoying Savannah. And this is really what travel's about: good food, good company, good vibes. This is the view from the bar. Savannah at night is something else entirely. That skyline, the warm nights, the evening air. It was absolutely beautiful. And good morning from Savannah. It's Sunday and we are checked out and ready to make the most of the last few hours. First, we had to grab breakfast. One of the perks of booking through Fine Hotels and Resorts with Amex Travel is you get a $60 dining credit. So we put that to work right there at a local bakery. Amazing pastries, great coffee. Everything was a great start for the morning. The weather on Sunday was absolutely gorgeous, warm, sunny, and perfect. We decided to take the girls to the Oatland Wildlife Center, which is this really nice nature center just outside of downtown Savannah. It has a 2 mile nature trail where you can see native Georgian animals, wolves, bison, alligators, all in a really natural, well kept setting. The girls were super excited. Got to see that snake, and most of the exhibits are outside. There are picnic tables and pavilions all throughout. It's a really nice space, and what caught the girls' eyes was the face painters, and so we had to get the face painted, and they were so happy. It was a fun surprise. We had no idea it was going to be there. And Marley got her butterfly. Morgan had a paw print. They were super happy. After the face painting, we made our way over to the bison. They're massive up close, just really huge, majestic animals that were roaming around. It was really cool to see them in person, especially for the girls. And then there were some other cute activities for kids around the grounds. They got to run around and burn some energy. Really had a nice time. Oatland Island is really well set up for families. It's not just a walk through, it's actually a lot of stuff that you can do there. And so we had a real ball just kind of exploring, looking at different insects that was there, as well as different types of trees and plants. And it was a really nice day. So it allowed us to really be able to take a step back and tour the grounds. There were so many different paths and really nice pictures and things like this one that you can see with me and Marley. Then we hit the farm animal section. They had sheep, goats, and chickens, and just all kinds of really nice animals you could walk through. Some of them you were able to pet, and some of them, of course, you couldn't. But it was nice to be able to just casually stroll through and see all of the different animals and their elements. And so sometimes they were out and about and kind of active, and sometimes they were asleep. Um, we did see this giant cow that the girls absolutely had to pet. They were not taking no for an answer. And so they just kept trying to reach further and further until they were able to finally reach over and pet the cow. And the cow was chilling. We got to see some pigs. The sign there said, okay, pigs will bite. And we appreciated all the honesty. We tried to stay at a very respectful distance from the pigs. And after we did the farm animals, we followed one of the trails to the property. It was really beautiful, tall trees, a lot of Spanish moss. That's classic for Savannah. We got to see a vulture perched up high, and then an owl, which the girls thought was the coolest thing. It was really a nice, peaceful walk through, and we could have spent a lot more time, honestly, just walking through the various trails and checking out all of the animals that were on site. We finished the visit with an indoor education program. And so the rangers brought out an albino snake, and we actually got to pet the snake. Then we also had the chance to see an opossum, a salamander, and then even a baby alligator. The girls were able to pet the alligator. That's something that is definitely unique for Savannah. And every single animal at the island looked healthy, well cared for, and clearly loved. You could tell the staff really took pride in what they do. It was a wonderful environment. We grabbed a few photos outside before heading out. And of course, we had to make a Wawa stop on the way home because we just had to stop at Wawa's. Just like that, the Savannah overnight trip is a wrap. The city delivered in every single way. But I want to take a second to break down how we made this trip work financially, because this is what the Masons on the Move is all about. The hotel was $329 a night, but with our Amex Fine Hotels and Resorts booking, we got a $300 statement credit, a $100 hotel credit that we used at the Bar Julian Saturday night, and a $60 dining credit that covered breakfast Sunday morning. We walked everywhere during the day, used the hotel's complimentary car service after dinner, and applied a $100 Resy dining credit towards our Fire Street food bill. So a luxury hotel stay, a delicious dinner, rooftop drinks, a wildlife adventure, breakfast, and we spent a fraction of what it sounds like. Little hacks like this is how we're able to travel so often and so affordably with our kids. If you have an Amex card and you're not using these benefits, I really hope this video inspires you to dig in and start. If you love the Savannah series, please give this video a thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe to Masons on the Move. We have so many more trips coming your way. Until next time, safe travels, and we'll see you on the move.